That's supposed to be dusting the camera off. Does look a little bit dusty. Oh. Back in the office, Monday holiday. As usual, lots to do today on The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Okay, well, here we are, Monday, May 29th, back in the office after a holiday weekend and extended traveling, picking, family adventure trip. What are we gonna do? Well, first, let's get first things first. Welcome, fellow pickers and would-be adventurers. This is Dealer with the Crazy Picker Life Holiday Edition. It is Memorial Day. We're honoring fallen soldiers. And of course, obviously, as a nation, many of us have forgotten that and should not. Now, it's also, let's see if we can do that. Oh, happy birthday. There is a birthday in the office today, but for the most part, we're going to ignore that because we've got a lot to do. We've got the cooler back. Oh, fuzzy from the trip. We've got absolutely nothing packed. We'll see how many orders we have, which is going to be my main thing to get done today and get caught up on, although there's going to be a bunch of other things. Inventory's still there. Wheeler's still here.
Office is looking messier than ever after the whole crazy vacation thing because I kind of rushed to get everything packed up, so now I just have to deal with it.
Oh my goodness. So
crazy.
So today Wheeler is 18.
Yeah, I've been 18 for a few months, a couple months.
Still 18?
Still 18.
Graduated from high school?
Yeah, that's odd.
This is your, you've been made a partner in the business.
Yep.
This is your office and your job and your career.
My office needs a better cleaning.
It's got a new, you got a lot of new things going on.
Yep.
New goals, new passions, new fuel. Okay, got a new lens.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh.
I got a little dinging around it too.
Dinged it already?
Dinged my lens hood, but that's what it's meant to take, that's fine.
Your cousin decided to throw what at you?
Nerf gun. No, yeah, he just rushed to me with a Nerf gun. He like Call of Duty'd me.
Well, he thought you were playing with that thing.
I don't know what he's thinking.
Awesome.
Yep.
Got a new viola.
Yeah.
Violin. Got a new guitar somewhere.
Backwards guitar, right?
Whoop. Man, this was a trip to be remembered.
Got a new Tony Hawk Wii game.
Oh boy.
Can't believe it.
Okay, and you're older and wiser.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to do a question and answer down the road here.
Yep.
And we did have a huge picking trip, so we've got a whole bunch of stuff to show off. That'll be in days to come.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, let's see. Let's look for some other signs of change since I've last vlogged. I know there's been a break. Well, Hammy's still there, but oh, there is a sign missing there. That went for a good price and good profit. Ship that out. Trumpster's still with us. Yeah, we got some Blatz Light back from the trip. Got my stash. Can't get that around here. Blatz Light. That's a good old Milwaukee beer. I don't know how much of good old Milwaukee beer has been retained in there, but that's a pretty good one. Of course, we've got case in there in case we need it. Looking about the same. There is a sign missing, a Schlitz sign missing right there that I sold for a little more than what I paid for it, but somebody really had to have it, so we got rid of that. Suitcase is back. Tried that out. I got to put my water purifier back together. get some water flowing. Schlitz guy's still here. Schlitz guy, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm a little rusty on vlogging apparently, and a little rusty on which beer is represented by Blatz guy. Sorry, Blatz guy here. I got confused. I thought I was in Milwaukee at one of them beer fests where they just give you all kinds of different beers. I'm the Blatz guy. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm a little groggy. It was a long drive. I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna get my orders started here. I'm gonna do a little refresh of our trip the last 11 or 12 days. I'll do a little rehash and show you what we did there. What kind of money did we spend? Where did we go? Where were the big scores? All that stuff. Kind of give you a general overview. I'll show you one more thing here.
I'm gonna go zip home and grab my camera. Man, I forgot my camera, I forgot another thing. This is back to normal.
Back to normal.
Back to normal.
Okay, see you in a while. The traveling computer is not hooked back up for packing yet. Must have been doing some packing at the end before the vacation because I'm out of bubble wrap here. I have to install some bubble wrap. So dealer, how old are you on your birthday today? That's the question, right? Oof, man, they keep passing faster and faster and faster. What are you gonna do? Well, the Jeep's not in here anymore, but the moisture is. I'm gonna have to spread that around. We had rain every single day of the trip, every single day in Colby. Can't see much of it, but when the rain rains from the right direction, I guess it gets under this door. Jeep was in here. We had 3 days of hail here in Colby. I'm glad I had the Jeep in there. I'm not dumb. So we are having a humdinger of a weather system this spring, which I guess they had a touchdown tornado about 20 miles from here while we were gone. All the good stuff. Well, in hindsight, what we were trying to do before we went on this big trip is get everything in the office from before then listed, all our back stock. And on my side of the business, I got all my back stock listed, minus some things that I still will pick away at once in a while. A few of my beer signs I'll probably still put up for sale. So I probably, if I had to dig hard, I could list a few of those. But I got most of my stuff done, and then we got Wheeler down to just 2 totes, and these are thin boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes of old camera cases. So he's going to work on this stuff first before we dig into the fun stuff. And you know, I got hard things listed. This looks different and cleared out. Some of these signs are going to have to be sold locally or go away. Boy, all the nooks and crannies I went in and got the stuff. I listed hard to list things like this huge tripod that is now in pieces. That is listed and calculated on how to ship with the cast iron legs. So did really well. I might have listed that before I went vlog silent. Big long porcelain light and long, what do you call it? Oh, mount, wall mount, floor mount, pole mount, whatever, right? So we did 2 things with things we bought on the trip. Everything on the trip that we could ship home, we did. And there's a couple constraints with shipping things home. One is weight. I can't ship very easily a large box of lenses and zoom lenses, mainly because of the fragility. They're fragile enough once you get up in weight, you know, a 20 by 15 by 15 boxes of lenses like that could get to be 80, 90, 100 pounds. I won't do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that with the way I ship things home. So things that had a certain weight, we were able to ship home. Value is always a concern. I hate shipping big value home, and by big value, I mean, you know, we shipped packages home that were thousands of dollars, but I don't want to ship all my best stuff. So we shipped about 20 boxes, 15 by 15 by 20. I think we had a few 18 by 18 by 18s in there because we ran out of other ones. I think we had a few of the 12 by 16 by 18s in there as well, just because I didn't have enough 15 by 15s by 20s, but 20 boxes. Most of those should have arrived here, and I will go pick those up tomorrow. Today's USPS holiday. So tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, I'll go pick those up, and that'll be a lot. Those are heavy boxes. Those average probably 40, 50 pounds. 20 boxes we sent home. The other thing we do is we stuff the van, and that is a necessity. It is annoying taking things in and out of the van every place you stop, every hotel you stop. We took things in and out of the van realistically 3 different times, because the first time we just took regular personal stuff. We did take everything in there because that was where our first score was. So all this stuff, I think there's 10 totes, 10 mail totes, box on top, tripod, bunch of mail tote size boxes. That's a heavy, crazy heavy one that I like Wheeler to humph around. That's all the heavy stuff, so that's like the bottom layer. And we got the snowshoes, and we'll show off some of this stuff. I got this brass, interesting heavy, I don't know where it was, but round tag. Bose wave machine, actually got a couple of those. Got some planes, new old stock. Got some Jim Beam decanters I'm gonna have to figure out how to sell because they've got booze in them. Camera stuff. There's a picture of Wheeler's new lens that he got a good deal on, I guess. Got another Miller Lite light. So that's on the table there. That's the stuff that was in the van. Man, we're pressing the pace on that van. I got a chance to ride in and look at some new vans, and even saw one with the dualies in the back and all that. And so, coffee?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You saw the water, right?
Yep.
Do we have milk?
That's right. Now I'm gonna do something. Pick up something.
Well, check it. If we do have it, it's probably not good.
No, we don't have any.
Ice cream?
We have a little bit of caramel ice cream, so maybe.
Well, don't kill me.
How much?
Don't kill me, Wheeler.
Yeah.
Coffee is gonna have to flow here. So I looked at new vans a little bit, and we really packed that van full. It was interesting after we unpacked last night, which we had to. We just don't feel like getting broke into again like we did last year. Don't want to have any chance of that. It's expensive and it's a pain in the butt. We unloaded last night, and then we had to go get some water, drinking water. And so we took the van from here to the grocery store, and that thing handles like a go-kart without anything in it. The difference between loaded with my family and not loaded, oh my goodness, it's like night and day. I should probably check to see how far I'm exceeding the real limit. We have expensive commercial tires on that van. It's the 3500 series, which I guess is the 1-ton series. I don't know all that stuff, but it's got solid axles and special. It doesn't even sag much in the back when you load it like that, but you can feel it. It's like a slug, you know. and it's getting up there in miles, so you can feel a little bit of the suspension telling you what's up, dealer, what are you trying to do to me, right? Okay, so here's the plan. This will be probably a longer video. I will pick up the camera, show you what's up. We sold a lot of items. I did turn off all my auctions, all my eBay, all my Amazon for 5 or 6 days, 7 days. I turned everything back on Wednesday night, last Wednesday night, late, like midnight. I remembered to do that. And then I let it run a couple days, and then Friday night or Saturday morning, I can't remember, I started up the sales where I run 11% off or 13% off, whatever, right? Stimulate some sales over the weekend. Those sales have been running. They end today at noon or 1 o'clock. So people will probably get a few last orders in on those sales. That always stimulates orders. I think I'm sitting at about 55 orders to pack, which is a lot. The nice thing about that is today's a holiday, there's no shipping. And so I don't have a deadline other than I probably want to get them all done today. I've got a few other things I want to do today. Relax is probably not one of them. Lon is off work today. That's good. That takes a little pressure off. School's done for the year for us. We've got the kids all schooled. All that's sent in before the trip. So things are okay. What else is going on? Birthday celebration? Maybe. I don't know. I've been told by my spouse Lon that I've been celebrating my birthday all last week on the vacation, even though I probably put in a 60-hour work week, which I guess that just depends how you slice it. We'll talk more about that, I guess. 55 orders to pack. I'll show you some of them. I know most of them are what I would call bread and butter. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, $40 orders. There's a few good ones in there. There is one super order in there. It might have made the title of this vlog, maybe not. Might have made the picture, maybe not. It's a really good one, so I won't spoil that. So I'll peek in on my orders. I'm going to get myself organized, and then we'll talk a little bit about the trip, the back trip story a little bit. See what else happens. Come on along for the ride. Train's leaving. Whoop, whoop. What kind of train is that? All right, I got my orders packed. No, I got my orders packed. Here they are. Oh my gosh. I got my orders printed. Packing's going to take a little longer. Even printing them took a while. There are, at this point, 55 orders, which is all planned. It's, you know, it's pretty average order flow for those days that we were gone. Memorial Day weekend, who knows if that's a better time to shop, worse time to shop. We've got about 40 camera orders, camera parts orders, and 15 watch. I think there's four watch and 11 Northwest Kansas. I've got a bunch of little back and forth emails out there trying to solidify some other deals, including a large IGA sign deal that may need to ship tomorrow. So when I leave the office for 10, 11, 12 days, sort of what happens is everything that's going on here online sort of gets shuffled and dismantled. And when you come back in on the day after you're out, even if it's a 2, 3, 4 day thing, but especially after 11 days, I don't know how many we were gone, 11, 12 days, you got to put the business back together. And I mean, it includes putting things back together, like putting bubble wrap up there before you can pack orders and putting your computer back together. It's just a lot of little things Gotta stow all my stuff. I've got to get my water dripping so I can have clean, fresh water here at the office rather than locally chlorinated water. So I've got those orders printed, and I'm going to show you a few of them, and then I will probably give you a couple shots of this. This is where I put my completed orders, and that will grow into a large pile. This includes Wheeler's new diesel shoes. Ooh, he likes those fancy shoes, I guess. I'm sure if you go over to Wheeler's channel, he's going to show you a couple of things that he bought on the trip. He's now Mr. Disposable Income, got some toys, got some things coming in. So that's exciting for him now that he's graduated and making the big bucks, right? We got the beautiful weather outside, and promised myself that I'm going to get out and actually drive my Jeep today. Birthday time, I don't know. We'll probably take the kids down to the park or something and have a coffee, hang out, all that kind of stuff. Maybe have a walk. That would be cool. Have a dealer and wife walk. My verbals are not tuned in to vlogging yet, nor is my hand holding of my camera. I don't quite have it yet. I have to work all that out. Okay, got to keep moving. All right, so I'm going to show you just a few things as I pack today, what I think is interesting. This is a little polished aluminum Olympus camera for the OM1, OM2 system. Keychain. I don't buy a lot of keychains. I do buy a lot of belt buckles, but certain ones out there are good little niche items, camera stuff in the belt buckles and keychains and other doodads. Would be one of them. This Olympus keychain, you don't find them just everywhere, but sold for 18 bucks, $18.04 plus shipping. Shipped that to New York. Another item that's sold that I'm going to disassemble and pack up now is my VIC-20 setup here. Trying to move out things that are bulky and big and all that kind of stuff, and so this is one that I have in my private collection that I sold. I'm selling the Polaroid TV with all the jacks to go right into the VIC-20, the joystick, not the remote, the remote control, and the printer. That sold for $100 plus shipping. I didn't, I paid $25 for the TV. I paid probably $20 for the VIC-20 and maybe a few bucks for the printer. So, I'm making a little bit of money, but it's got to go. Ship that out UPS, going to Texas. Okay, here's me today packing. I've got this smile on my face and everything, but it's just going about like that. Slow going. I'm packing the harder packages first, and many of you know what it's like to pack 50 plus orders in a day. For those of you that don't, I started the morning at 55 orders. I've added another 5 or 6 more. It's sort of like this tidal wave is just waiting for you, and then when you get in the office, bam, it hits you, and then you're kind of caught up in it all day because there's other things to do. I mean, I've got to look at little details and questions and money matters, and of course we just had a whole bunch of inventory we brought in, and Wheeler's all keyed up and excited, so I've got to talk to him, and I like to talk to him, and then there's other little things that just you want to do, and etc. So good thing I have my 6 list of priorities. Well, my priority now is to go home for lunch, get some nutrition, get some gas. Lon told me it's the end of the month. I got to get in for my free gas before the month goes. We'll see what else is waiting at home. I know there are some things. Oh, it's something. Kids are all excited, to be home. Summer's here, school's out, friends are around, all that stuff. So I'm gonna get some lunch. I'll be back with more. All right, back in the office and packing away here. Anything Remington, for whatever reason, advertising sells pretty well. I've been fortunate enough to find some very inexpensive Remington thermometers, clocks, doodads, all newer, you know, 20 years old or newer, but still big money. Don't know why. I've never really bought anything older, although I've seen a few things just priced way up. This, I paid $5 or $10. I don't even know. It's just an insert for a rack, and it's thin enough. It's a plastic thing. It's thin enough where I'm going to put it around and put it in a box, and it'll be 1 pound in a priority mail box. Sold for $37 something plus shipping. All right, next one. Got some good ones today, I guess. This is what I would call a super score. Super score. So we went to a rummage sale not so long ago. If you watch my son Wheeler's channel, he probably showed this. We picked up 4 war board game type games, war games. And I picked up this one for 50 cents. It appeared to never have been used. It has all these piece cards with the parts that are unpunched. There's, I don't know, a few thousand pieces and all the maps and everything. It's quite an intricate game. War on the Pacific from SPN with a date of 1978. So not quite as old as I thought. Boy. 50 cents. The guy said, hey, another one sold for that amount, $282. Would you take $282 plus $20.80 shipping? Well, I said, okay, we'll ship that to Fairfax, Virginia for a $281.50 gross profit. Some days you hit them. That was one of them. Whoa-ho. Let's get that out now. Well, I did complete the deal for the IGA sign, and apparently IGA is also the initials for the recipient of this sign, whose first name is Iga or Iga or Iga. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to unbury it here. We've got these Kodak cameras around it, but those were to protect people from running into the corners. This is the IGA sign. There's a piece of it back there to keep this piece on. I'm gonna have to figure out how to flip that around to protect the plastic. The back is metal, so that shouldn't be a problem. That thing is big. That will be an oversized UPS package. That is not going to be that fun. Hoping I've got some boxes, big ones, that I can combine to make that happen. We'll have to see. So I paid $50 for that sometime, I think, early last year. It may be longer. I've had it for a while, and I'm wanting to move it. So the guy asked if we could deal a little bit. He said the shipping was high, and the way UPS calculates the shipping, they calculate it at $210 for this. And UPS, I don't know, I get a better rate than that, so I'm going to do a little bit extra on that. That'll help me with any shipping costs, any pieces of shipping materials that I need to use. I don't think I'm going to build a crate for this thing. I hope not. $241 is the price. So when it's all said and done, I'm gonna have a little time invested in packaging this thing, but $50, I should make a couple $100. And that's why I buy big stuff sometimes, even though there's a hassle factor and sort of a pain in the butt factor, and depending on how much storage you have. 200 bucks is 200 bucks. Let's do it. Let's get it out to New York somewhere. So that's the back side of that panel. I'm going to have that facing outwards, so I'm going to have to clean that up a little bit. I don't want, you know, when you present something to somebody, it's okay if it's a little dusty, if, you know, there's like, you wipe it down, and there, I always send stuff out. I'll say I don't Q-tip everything, I don't clean everything. You know, I say I leave that up to you. But if there's a presentation to be made and it's just a 5-minute wipe down, you probably want to do it, especially higher dollar items. Now inside this can, I did take out the bulbs. It looks like some other time the bulbs or a bulb broke in here and they left parts of it in there. There's a whole bunch of residue in that corner. I'm going to vacuum that up. And then the rest of this dust and dirt I'm going to leave in there. I'm not going to get this thing spotless. They're going to have to decide what they want to do with that. I'm not going to do that. But then we're going to get this thing packed up, I hope. So time to do that. Whoa, I'm getting junk drunk back here. Alright, so I had this Miller Lite sign. This one is light on all 4 sides. A little different than the one I just bought. This one also has enough of a smoky smell that you can't clean it. It's been in a home bar with smoke or a bar with smoke. So I advertise it as smoky. They will still sell. $83 plus shipping. And that's pretty good. I probably picked that up for $20, $25, something like that. The one I just picked up, I think was listed at $45 and I got 10% off. So right around $40. And that one, because it does not smell like smoke and it has the Miller High Life Lady on the side or whatever, that one probably will go for closer to 100 or 110 plus shipping. So it's a good doubler. All right, let me get this out. I'm letting the IGA sign dry off, and so I'm having to find some other stuff to do. I'm struggling to pack that thing, but I got to let the panel dry off here before I clamp it down backwards and get ready to box up this mammoth box. It's going to be like a 48-inch 4-foot by 32-inch by 10-inch minimally. And you get into dimensional shipping with UPS, it's going to be like $150, my cost. Oh man, fuzzy. All right, so I made this. Hopefully measure twice and cut once, because it was a pain in the butt. Now, this is 4 boxes combined, and it's pretty strong. Now, if this were more fragile, there's no way I would put it in a box. If it was something fragile, the box would either have to be a bigger, sturdier, full one-piece box, or I'd have to, if it was light enough, if it was fragile and heavy like this, I'd have to build a crate. 3 sides of this thing, or however you want to call it, the bottom and the ring around the side are super heavy duty. The top is not, but what I'm going to do is put enough cardboard pieces on the top where I'm going to distribute that load a bit, so that if it does get pushed down on, it shouldn't be a problem. The cardboard will take the flex. At least that's the theory. This thing does weigh a bit. I don't exactly know, but I would say that piece right there is 60 pounds and kind of bulky, maybe a little more. So getting that in there, since Wheeler is out doing his thing, doing his skateboard scootering, I'm not going to do that one-handed. So let's see if I can get that in there. Well, I take that back. That thing is heavier. I used sort of a seesaw way to get it in there. I put a box down inside there and put this under there and sort of seesaw leveraged it in there. I didn't lift it. I lifted it from the other room and it was manageable, sort of. But that might be closer to 80 pounds. That thing is heavy. The dimensional weight on the package I'm making is like 111 pounds, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter what this weighs, it's the size that's going to determine the price. We're probably going to have to get the the hand truck out here, the dolly, to move this thing around once it's boxed up. All right, let's get this done. All right, so I packed some paper, wadded it up on all the corners. That will give it some rigidity. It'll keep it from sliding around in there. I put 4 of these boxes across to add some strength to the middle section. The ring around it is pretty tough. This gives it sort of a pounds per square inch distribution, where all the weight's not in the middle, not in any one place. And then if they decide to put something on this thing right in the middle, you know, they could puncture the sign. That would be the end of it. This actually, I mean, I don't know how much weight I would have to put right in the middle, but they could almost drop a bowling ball and I wouldn't have to worry too much. I'm putting some pretty good weight on it right now. And the chances are that they put a package right in the middle or pierce it, not that likely. Typically they would get one of the ends in the middle, so at least it would take some of the weight off. Now it is possible, and that's, like they say, that's why we play the game, to see who's going to win, me or the shipper. Okay, so these are the tops of the 4 boxes. I need to combine those into sort of a Franken bottom, but this will be the Franken top of the box. And we'll put it together, tape it all up, and hope it makes it. How about that? All right, would you believe that only took like 15 seconds? You wouldn't believe it. It took 5-10 minutes. All right, so here's the cap. And the proof of the pudding will be if the cap fits on the bottom without ripping too much, and then I tape the 2 together. All right, well, that worked out pretty well, actually. This is a monster of a package. You can see I taped the seam. I tape top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. I'll do that all around. That's pretty solid package. I'll put the label on the actual top of it, so I always have to remember what the top is on this particular package. You can tell the top seam over the bottom. It's pretty solid. It'll make it. The next step is to pull my scale out here and weigh it out here. I'm not sliding it over there. You get smart. Scales weigh 2 pounds or 3 pounds, and packages weigh a lot. So that one's going out. How are we doing? Not so well. But we got all the hard ones done. And there's like 1, 2, there's a sign, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to UPS. Hard ones are done. All the smaller, easier ones are left. Thank goodness. Woo. Okay, there's the final package. And it did come in at 86 pounds. Cost me $144 to ship. And so I guess the rack rate that eBay charges for this weight and size, they pass it on, is $210. So even though I gave a discount, I'm gonna do a little more taping there, it looks like. We did okay on that. Like I said, I made $250. And it wasn't easy to pack that up, but I think it'll make it. Okay, only, orders keep coming in. Only like 45, 48 more. Whoa! So I'm thinking that the title of this vlog will have to be 49 plus orders on my 49th birthday. So there's still a big stack here. Oh my gosh, I think I still have like 30 to pack. I think I'm out of practice. Oh my gosh. So there's the damage. It is starting to mount up. 3 totes, almost full. UPS, we're done with that. Oh man, 10:30 at night. Where did the day go? I'm thinking of ending the vlog, but I think I'm going to keep packing. I'm going to be here for another few hours. 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours. My goodness sakes. Well, it is good having a bunch of orders, there's no doubt. They keep coming in. I don't know if we'll hit 60, 62. I guess I'll have to get a final count. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that without figuring that out. So here's the update. I was going to talk about our trip, our 11-day trip, and give some details of that. Tomorrow is going to be a very busy day. I've got like 20 huge packages coming in to USPS. I'm going to pick those up in the morning. I have a freight delivery in the morning, dropping off some fixtures. Let's just say probably will be able to vlog a little bit on the delivery end of it, but I'll have to talk about those down the road a little bit. Then let's see what else goes on tomorrow. I don't know, there's just some things at home I got to get caught up on. And I'm sure there'll be some orders, and we have to take in this big wad of orders. We want to do a few show and tell videos, since we have like, you know, our setup back there. I don't know, we probably have like 10 tables full of stuff. I think Wednesday night I'm going to talk about our trip. By then nobody may care, but I will talk about the logistics of the trip a little bit from a picker standpoint, the dollars spent, the travel expenses, all that stuff. So that probably will be Wednesday. I think I'm gonna pack some more. You know, all this camera stuff is good. There's really some good items here. I could show some of them. If some of you want to see some of the camera items that we're listing and working with, Wheeler, my son, does a great job on those camera items and watch items. And he has a daily vlog where he shows a lot of those. And so if you go in the About section down below, that's there's a link to his current vlogs. That's probably the best way. I like to show off some of the items I'm listing and selling. And I do like to show off some of the camera items, but I'm not going to show them all tonight. So I'm going to pack some more. I'll check in. It'll seem like seconds for you. For me, I don't know. All right, changed my mind. Here it is, a rare vintage Novaflex question mark Leica M39 LTM lens to Exacta bayonet camera adapter. Who the heck knows, man, what a title. Whatever it is, it's going to New York for $17.68 shipped. Go! Okay, I'm having trouble showing these products. I just wrapped up 2 folding cameras for $50 to the same person. This is a Contax 35mm 139. And this sold for $32, shipped to San Francisco. Bubble wrap. Woohoo! Get it out. So the question is, why did I decide to start showing every item here? Well, packing a lot of items makes me a little crazy. So I'm going to share that with you. Here is a DRP Auto Nips 2 rangefinder SLR self timer, $18.60 shipped, Maryland. Pentax ZX30 camera, K-mount lens, $22.89, going to Ohio. Butter, $32.81, going to New York. Thank you. This is a Minolta stand from the 1970s. It is for an SRT camera. It sells for $17.11. It's going to Germany. Somebody paid $22.50 shipping. Wheeler, you overweight it. I might have to refund a little money on that. In red, highlighted all over the place. Stand only. We've sent this thing out twice, and the people thought I'm getting a camera because the picture has a camera. Stand only. So if you're listing stands and you want to make it pretty, like Wheeler, and put in a camera, don't just do that. Because now I'm sending it to Germany, and if the guy still didn't read and wants to make a heat with the eBay, I'll be refunding the whole mess. Stand only. Okay, so some people might think, dealer, you're losing your mind. It might be true. Okay, somebody here bought a couple small lots of Nikon filters in Massachusetts. 1067, $15.12, total $25.79. Ship that out now. Alright, so this rare 1907 Seneca 4x5 glass plate film holder is older than I am, thank goodness. 1907. 1919, $19.19 going to Utah. Ship it. Okay, here we go. That is a rare, look at that logo on the front, King Regula 35mm film camera fitted case with strap. Man, oh man, King Regula. $17.01 going to Portland, Oregon. What the heck is going on here? Hey, happy birthday still. So I only have 11 minutes more left in my birthday. Woefully behind in my shipping. There's a lot left. Thank you to my parents, and I've got a long list here to go through, but made it. 49. Okay, more packing. Lens hood, $14, Virginia. Here it is, an Exacta RTL 1000 instruction manual. Preserved, ready to use, going to Texas. Let's try that again here. Brady, Texas, $16.90. Ship that. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Okay, here we have a Sears TLS. There you go, $31.98. Cincinnati, Ohio. Look at that. Look at that boss. Whoa. What's that there? What's that? Crazy. Here's a, whoa, wait a minute, where is it? Nikon F. Eyepiece correction unit. Plus 3.0. $25 going to Massachusetts. So let's take a look here. This is getting to be obscene. Now, I know when I go to USPS, most of them don't. They like me because I make conversation with them, but they don't like it when I bring all this stuff. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 totes plus all this other stuff. It's going to be a lot worse before it's over. So that's where I learned my quick wit, fast humor, quick awesome jokes, positive attitude. Because when I go in there and I load up their counter, they're like, oh shit. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Woo-hee. First lens packed tonight. It's a Reconon 55mm f2.8 screw mount. Sold for $26.11. Portland, Oregon. Now, on this trip we just took, I think we bought 1,000 lenses. Thank goodness, because we're low, so that works out. Petri hard case, $17.79, going to California. Now you know you're getting close to being done. Thank goodness. Better lighting. You know you're getting close to being done when you get on PayPal and you bring it up and you're on the last page of addresses and orders. That's where I copy the addresses to my manager, my mail manager, my label manager. We're getting there. Okay, so Petri hard case, $17.79. I don't like giving out the names of the customers I send these to, but I've got to tell you, and I'm going to let you in. You'll never guess the name, but his first name, I'm assuming it's a he, rhymes with catnip. The first name rhymes with catnip. California. Uh-oh, packed it up before I showed ya. Oh no. Shutter release, 17 bucks. Shipped it to the moon. Oops. It's a little Canon PowerShot digital camera, $20.51, going to Pennsylvania. And this was ordered on Sunday, and this person said, per your ad, please ship within 24 hours, which means I needed to ship it already. Oops. 25 or 6 to 4. This is a Hasselblad Flying V bayonet camera body cap for 500 CCM 501 503 CW 2000 FC EL /M, $17.32, going to the Ukraine plus shipping. I've been told it's last call for alcohol. This kind of thing can set you back when it only prints half a label and then your printer goes and grinds to a halt and you got to get a new label. Roll. Why does this always happen to me? This is a Leica 18-inch M series camera cable cord shutter release, $17.39, going to Doral, Florida. I want to try to give you an idea of what I'm seeing here. It's not very easy to give you an idea of how I'm seeing. A little Goober film spool, 828, original Kodak film spool, Bantam, cameras and others. $10.99, going to California, reaching maximum velocity. Ship it, dealer. Okay, don't let this fool you. This is the last piece of paper here, but it's not my last order. I have to go print some more. This is a Minolta Mini 35-2 slide projector. This is a complete kit where you can project your Minolta slides and even other slides anywhere you want, 24 hours a day. Boston, Massachusetts, $44.12. Ship that out. Okay, so this is listed and sold as an unknown fit. Vintage 35mm film SLR rangefinder camera take-up spool. Strange that somebody would buy that in North Carolina for $14.23. But it's true. The good news is there's only... Oh my gosh. Let's get a zoom in on this. There's only 4 more orders after this unless somebody buys something, and it is 1:17 a.m., which means if I was in California, I would still be on my birthday. Whoa, here's something to get excited about. This is a Canon EOS digital camera, and it sold for $87.01. So that's not too bad. That's going to Florida. Some would say this is going way too far. Some would say, dealer, you haven't went far enough yet. Some would say, that's it, I'm turning it off.
Hey, I'm here to join the vlog. I'm gonna vlog you, man.
Cool, come on in with your new GoPro. Wow, that's a...
This is a prototype GoPro Hero 6. The black edition.
GoPro Super.
Oh yeah. This is a new one that's coming out as a prototype right now.
Oh, they call this a crazy picker life, but we've never explained it.
The neck strap's a little bit loose.
Yes. Well, I seem to have put this toad on my head and now I can't get it off. Uh-oh, battery is blinking.
I'm crazy, you're crazy.
My low battery is blinking. This is an Argus C4 case, shipping to Michigan, $14.23. Wheeler said he's joining. This is more comfortable. Is this how you list?
This didn't look, man.
Hey, yeah. Okay.
He goes under my glass.
Feeling good with my new spaghetti look. Well, I've been plugging myself in. Oh, my battery is still low. I tried to plug it in. It didn't work.
Plugged in for too long.
It's plugged in for too long. Okay, there was a slight miscalculation on last call. Still low battery. Bum, 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 bum. Dancing down the street with your drip dry gloves. Every new boy that you meet doesn't know the Okay, this is Graflex boxed Society for Visual Education IO scope shutter and aperture. Look at that. Very cool, very fur lined. That went for $27.67 to Florida. And that might be the last Canon guy order. It is. Oh, we have a belt buckle and we're out if nobody orders anything. We are Devo, D-E-V-O, Dealer V-O. Let the good times roll. I'd rather be motorcycling. This is a 1974 belt buckle. It is solid brass. And it went for $10.75 plus $4.29 shipping. Heading to New York. Okay, I think that's it. Oh my goodness. Of course, you've already seen the UPS, the junk. I guess banana peeler's coming in tomorrow. We'll do some cardboard. Not too bad. Lots of small orders here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 totes plus a stack and a schmack. Well, I didn't count the orders, but I think, and this is just a feeling, 61. Oh my goodness sakes. I've caught a cold. 61 orders. Oh, Wheeler.
Hey, you got the time?
No,
No watch on right now.
it's late.
Oh, I have ticking in my head for some reason. I can't tell why.
Yeah, it's great. How did you do in listing?
Oh, I don't know. 17 items listed.
Awesome. Okay, time to sign out. Hang on. Oh, just taking a little rest.
Kind of strange ticking in my head. I can't tell.
Yeah, there's something wrong up there. I wish I could zoom in, but
Yeah.
I have a 10-ton heavyweight on me or something. Okay, don't know what's going on, but thanks for watching. Young guys rule. Do it. Here's a lesson. Do what you should when you should before you're 49, because the weight on your shoulders gets heavier. Pick well list often. Boring. Vlog tomorrow. Dealer out.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Blanket.
Terrible. Oh, let me out of here. Gotta struggle to turn it off.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer Production.